Okay. Okay. All right. I guess we are live. Hello, everyone. Good evening. I hope I am clearly visible and audible to all of you. Can I have some interaction in the chat? Why is such a less number of students today? All right. Hi, Mohammed. Good evening. Good evening, Vaishnavi. Good evening, guys. Hello. Let's just wait for a few more minutes. Let your fellow students join in, and then we can start for today's session. All right. Did you enjoyed your 2 days boot camp, like the previous 2 days, and today is your last day? So I hope you all have learned something new. So how was it? Did you enjoy the session? Do you want any changes to be happening in this? Do you want it more project based, like you want to build something, or should we continue doing how we are currently following the flow? So let me know in the suggestion. Hi Kedar. Okay guys, so let me know in the suggestions if you have any suggestions for us, like do you want us to continue in the same manner, or do you want to make it more project based learning, like you actually want to build something during these 2 3 days. All right, so just share your suggestions, everyone. I'm just interacting with you so that let other students get some time to join in, and then I'll call your trainer on the stage, and we can have we can continue with today's session. All right. So okay, anything guys, apart from you have any suggestion for us, or you want to try doing new things, just let us know. Hi Siaram. All right. Apart from that, one more announcement. What I have already been telling you from past, 2 days, that we are this doing this weekly contest where all you have to. Okay, ma'am, shall I get internship? Praveen, we don't currently have any opening, like in at Let's Upgrade. We don't have any opening. But what you can do, you can ping me on LinkedIn, and I'll ask Anam to share my LinkedIn in the chat. So just ping me there, and I'll see how I can help you. All right. Ma'am, we want few more days for JavaScript. All right. Great. My LinkedIn account, I'll just ask the mod to, you know, put it in the chat. Wait, just wait, guys. So, all right. Let me just stop sharing. Okay, cool. So I'll just ask the moderator to put my LinkedIn in the chat. Can you please do it? And just ping me, and I will be definitely helping you guys. All right, done. So just ping me, guys, on LinkedIn. You can also follow me for anything related to internship and all. You can just put it there, or you can, if you have any suggestions and all, anything, you can just DM me. Sai, how to get certificate? If you'll go to day one at the start of the session, Anam has explained how you can get the certificate. So you can just go back to and watch day one. All right. So what we are currently doing, I hope if you have attended day one and day two, so you know that we are doing this weekly contest where you have to post about your session on LinkedIn. You have to tag Let's Upgrade. You have to tag me, and just by doing that, you are eligible for winning 500 amount of Amazon coupon. All right, am I clear on this, guys? I hope you all are learning something new every day, and all we want to make your LinkedIn more active. So just start by sharing things, whatever you have learned. So if you are learning from this platform, just share about what you have learned in today's session, or you can, so today's third day, so you can actually summarize what you have learned for all 3 days or what you have gained from this particular bootcamp, right? So take a screenshot of the session or take a screenshot of the project you have built along with the trainer. I hope you're not watching this session only on your mobile phone. Okay, you are just keeping your laptop alongside with you and you're coding with ma'am. So whatever your trainer is teaching you or trying to explain, you just code alongside with you, so that you will not forget things and you will be in sync with your trainer. And uh, while learning also, you will be having your own project built right along with the trainer. So that's from my side. uh Okay, so upgrade the learning, because you guys are only giving, so these boot camps, 3 days, 4 days boot camps, what we are doing is actually for basic, for freshers, for students to understand what exactly is there in JavaScript or HTML, CSS or other. We can definitely will be bringing more topics or more advanced topics for sure in future, right? So suggestions taken. All right, so I think everyone is aware of what you have to do is for LinkedIn. So you have to post about today's session, or you can also post about what you have learned during this 3 days boot camp. You have to take the screenshot of your project, or maybe if you have not built anything alongside with the trainer, take the screenshot of the session. Tag Let's Upgrade, tag me. My LinkedIn link is there in the chat. You can just tag me as well. So, and by doing that, you will be eligible for winning 500 ka Amazon gift coupon, which I will be announcing the winner on Monday. All right, and the winner will not be chosen on the basis of who has got more number of likes or comments or had more reach. It will be purely random. All right, so I guess I'm clear on this, and now I'll call your trainer on the stage and we can just start with the today's session. All right, hello
Hello.
ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
All
Yeah.
yours now, you can go.
Okay.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you, thank you so much guys. Bye bye.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Hello. Good evening, all. Hope I am audible. Am I audible? Yeah. Good evening, Ayush. Yeah. Good evening, Dreamer. Okay. We have 46 members here. Hmm. Hello, Rajesh. Hello, Manish Kumar. Hello, everyone. Nice meeting you all, Dreamer. Okay. Okay. So this is our last day where we will be building a game website. Okay, and also we will discuss some advanced topics of JavaScript as well. Okay. Good evening, everyone. This much only. Yes, can everyone respond who all has attended the last two classes? Hi, hi Turkar. Great. Okay. Hi Rajesh. Okay. Okay. So hello everyone. So yeah, I have attended. Okay, great. Okay, Dreamer also attended. Okay. Okay. Good evening. Okay. So what all topics we have discussed yesterday? Uh, what topics we have discussed yesterday? Yeah. Hello. Hello, Diane. Yeah, Praveen Kumar. Okay, you have attended 2 days. I have. Okay. Uh, to tell me, yeah, how to write a logic. Okay. Okay, I will tell you. I will tell you shortly. Hmm. And okay, Praveen Kumar also attended. Okay, Ayush. Functions. Okay. Functions, control statements, loops, data types. Right. And yeah, control flow conditions, operators. Hmm. These all things we have discussed. Great. Hmm. So operators, so and non-primitive data types, control statements, loops, functions. This all we have discussed. Okay, quickly I will. If like conditional and loops. Great. So sharing my screen. Hmm. So hope my screen is visible. I will open VS Code. These all things we have discussed yesterday. Okay. Loops. Okay, for loops, arrays, right. Okay. We have discussed arrays which comes under non-primitive data types. So while explaining array, I have told you one thing, like to access the elements of the array, we can do it easily with the help of looping statements. So now as we have learned looping, let's do that as well, and also let's discuss. So what all the topics we will discuss today means, we will discuss like do while. Okay, because do while was pending, and also we will discuss arrow functions. Okay, we will discuss arrow functions, and arrow functions, callback functions. So callback functions, and so I will give a brief explanation regarding the promises and async await. Okay, these are some advanced javascript concepts, es6 features mostly. Okay, so promises, async await, or es6 features. Okay, so then we will discuss about dom methods. Okay, then we will also create a game, okay, by using this all dom methods and all. Okay, so with so let's start. Okay, so first of all, yeah, I will explain what is do while loop. Okay, so what is do while means like similar to while loop and further loop. Do while will also be used to difference between data types. I have told you the difference between data types, like number data type and string data type. There is a difference. To store numbers, we will use number data type. To store some characters, we will use string data type, and to store from true or false value, we will use boolean. Okay, so to store some key value pairs, we will use object. To store collection of elements, then we will use arrays. Okay, so this difference I have told you yesterday. Okay, now see what is while do while loop. Do while loop syntax is like this. Okay, so here we will write some condition, and inside do you can give some statements. Okay, so for suppose I want to print from 1 to 10, so how can I give means, first I will initialize I with 1. Okay, difference between Java and JavaScript. See, Java is a different programming language, JavaScript is a different like scripting programming language. There is no relation between Java and JavaScript, both are different languages. The name is why it is similar means, because JavaScript was developed in 1995. At that time Java was very famous, so what the developer has done means, actually JavaScript name was LiveScript, not JavaScript, it was LiveScript. So at that time Java was very popular, so what he did, he changed the name to name from LiveScript to JavaScript. Why? Because Java is famous, so if he keeps as JavaScript, then along with Java, JavaScript also become very famous, right? That's why the developer has done. Apart from that, there is no comparison between Java and JavaScript, both are different. Okay, so here inside while you can write write the statement. So what you want to print, for suppose I want to print um, document dot write. Okay, I want to print hello world 10 times. Okay, I want to print hello world 10 times, so 10 times, so I will give the condition as I less than or equal to 10. This is a do while loop. Okay, so here in while loop you will write something like this, while condition, and inside that you will give the sentences. But here in do while, inside do you will give all the sentences, all the statements, then after that you will define the condition. So what is the difference between do while and while loop means, even if this condition is false, then also do while loop will execute at least one time. See, now like I will show you the output. So the difference is, I will write here, wait. Okay, so what is the difference means, do while will execute at least one time, will execute at least one time, even the condition is false. Okay, even the condition is false, even the condition is false, then also it will execute at least one time. But when coming to for and while loop, they are not like that. Okay, only if the condition is true, then only that particular block will execute. Okay, this particular block will execute, otherwise it don't execute. Okay, so but do while will execute at least one time, even the condition is false. Now let's see the output. I have not done I++. I will do I plus plus here. Okay. Once I will reopen because it gone into infinite. um Hello. Ma'am, in Python there is no do while loop, but in JavaScript, why it is necessary? In Okay, why it is necessary to give the menu? See here, 10 times it got printed. Why? Because this condition is true for 10 times. Suppose now I am giving a false statement. Okay, so false condition I am giving as I greater than I greater than sorry, I less than 0. Okay, so if you see here, this condition is false. Okay, inside I we have 1. Okay, inside I we have 1. 1 less than 0, condition is false. Okay, so condition is false. Then if the condition is false, actually while and for loop doesn't execute. Okay, not only one time. Okay, it doesn't even execute. Okay, so here if you check, we will get the output at one time. Okay, I will reopen it again. uh, because it gone into some infinite loop. Hum. See, we got at least one time. Even the condition is wrong. Okay, the condition is false, then also we got the output. So do while will execute first time. Okay, first time without checking the condition. Okay, okay, without checking the condition. Okay, without checking the condition, it will execute. Okay, uh, why we will use this particular do while means, so in every programming languages we have do while as well. Why we will use this means, suppose you want to give any menu like statements like press 1 for press 1 for walk. Okay, so if you want any if you want to give any menu like this. Okay, press 1 for this thing. Okay, so if you want press 2 for some reading like this, you have some menu statements. Okay, so this menu statements you want to print at least one time, because user doesn't know which option is which thing. Okay, so you want to print this at least one time, even the condition is false. Then also you want to print this particular menu to the user, so that based on this menu, the next time the user can enter other values. Okay, so in such cases better to use do while. Okay, whenever you want to I have told you when to use let, var and cons clearly detailedly in the first day one. Okay, okay, so do while will be used to display some menu statements. Okay, now next. Okay, next what we do means, so we will discuss like I will create an array. Okay, suppose yesterday I have created an array of different student names. Okay, Kiran and I will take uh, okay, and Praveen. Okay, so and uh, Prajwal. Okay, so like this we have four students names. Suppose we have 10 students names also, we can store it into a single array. So array is a collection of elements. So here what is the thing means, suppose I want to display them. Okay, so how can I display? With the help of indexing I can display. So if I print array of 0, it will print Kiran. Okay, if I print array of 1, then it will print 1. Okay, sorry, Mavado. Okay, if I print array of 2, then it will print as Praveen. Okay, if I print Prajwal. Okay, if I want to print Prajwal, then I have to give index 3. Okay, so the index starts from 0. Okay, 0 1 2 3. Okay, like this we can print. Okay, but what if we have 100 what if we have 100 variables? Okay, 100 elements inside the array. In that case, how to print? So do you write like this 100 times? Document dot write, do you like write like this 100 times? So instead of this, what you can use, you can use while loop or for loop. You can use any of the things. Okay, so I will give as I equal to 0. Okay, i less than I less than array dot length. Okay, what is array dot length means? Length is a variable which will give the array length. Here array length is 4, right? So inside array dot length it will be 4. You can do console dot log or document dot write array dot length, then you will understand. See, document dot write array dot length. Okay, then it will give what? 4. Okay, because we have 4 elements inside the array. So with the help of for loop, you can write document dot write only one time. It will print n number of times. Okay, see, document dot write okay, I will write only one time. Okay, array of I. Okay, so I am writing only one time. Even the students, even the elements are 4, even the elements are 10, even the elements are 100, whatever it may be. Okay, so array can be any number of elements. Then also I will write it one time, but it will print whole array. Now see, same output we got, but I have written document dot write only one time. What if I have added another element? Suppose I want to add another element. So 0 1 2 3. So for fourth index, okay, in the fourth index I am adding new student. Okay, it also gets printed. See, okay, new students also got printed to the screen. So like this we can use arrays, we can use looping statements. Okay, so for continuous printing. Okay, okay, for repeating the statements. Okay, so I have written only once, but till the end of the array it has printed. Okay, so this is the usage of looping statements. Okay, and next we have discussed function, right? So I will revise once function, then I will go to like arrow functions. Okay, am I audible? 59. Hmm. Huh. Why we use I in array? You can use any variable, not only I, you can use any variable. Why we are using means just to iterate from 0th index to end of the array, you have to iterate, right? That's why we are using I, any variable. You can use any variable. That variable will be 0 1. Next the value will be incremented and it will be 1. Next it will be 2. Next it will be 3. Okay, okay, next it will be 4, like that. Okay, so for that we are using one variable to change the indexing value. Okay, this I value will be changing, this indexing value will be changing. Okay, so that's why we are using. Okay, now see, I have created a function, right, yesterday. Like I can give like a comma b, and I can print like sum. Let the sum equal to a plus b. Okay, and here I can return some variable, sum. Okay, next I am calling this addition with 6 comma 7. What will happen here? So I will print this, let result equal to, because inside function I have used return statement, so outside I will use some print statement. Okay, so for printing I will use document dot write. Okay, so now see the output, what it will be? 6 plus 7, it will be 13. Okay, so this we have discussed yesterday. Now what I will do means, I will explain you what are function expression. Okay, what is a function expression? So what is a function expression means, like assigning a function, assigning yeah assigning a function to a variable, function to a ma'am, is it a try block? No, where I have used try block? No. Is it same as try block? No. Okay, try block is different. What is try block means? Inside try block, okay, so you can open try block like this. Inside this you can write any statements, whichever statements you think that it might get error. Okay, whichever statements you think that it might get error, such statements you can keep inside the try block. Okay, so you might have some doubt while writing some sentences. You might have some doubt which may cause error. For suppose reading a file, that file might be existing or that file might be not existing. Okay, so connecting to the database, that database might be existing or not. Okay, so in that cases, so those statements, okay, whichever you think it might get an error, those statements you can write inside the try block, and you can catch the errors. Okay, now coming to here, so what is a function expression? Function expression is nothing but assigning a function to a variable is known as function expression. So simple thing, what it means, I will assign this whole function into some variable. Okay, so what I should take, I'm taking as expression function. Okay, so I'm taking a variable. Okay, I have just created a variable, and inside that I have assigned the whole function. Okay, so what is the use of this particular way is that now if I want to call this particular function, you can use this variable as well. Okay, so instead of calling with the function name, we actually call with the function name, right? If I want to call, we will call like this with the help of function name. But now as whole function you have stored into one variable, now you can use this variable as well to call the function. See, like this also you can do it. Okay, now let's see the output. Let a result equal to, and I will print this result. Let see document dot write and result. Okay, now see the output. 5 plus 7 we got 12. Okay, so it is successfully working. So if you assign a function to a variable, then it is known as what? Function expression. This whole is known as what? Function expression. Assigning a function to a variable is known as function expression. So from this particular concept only, okay, from this particular function expressions concept only, we got something known as arrow functions in ES6. Okay, in the latest version of JavaScript, we got a concept known as arrow functions. What is mean by arrow functions means, see, if you are assigning a function to a variable, we have that variable name to call the function. How we are calling the function? With the help of variable name. So no need of this name here, right? You can skip this. Okay, you can skip the function name and you can directly write like this. Now also see, the output will be same only. Okay, no errors. Okay, if you skip the function name also, there are no errors. Okay, so whenever you are assigning a function to a variable, then no need of giving the function name here. You can skip the function name. Okay, 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 clear. Okay, you can skip the function name. And one more thing, okay, one more thing, you can skip this function keyword as well. Okay, you can skip this function keyword also, keyword as well. But in between you have to give arrow. This is nothing but what? Arrow function. Okay, so this is nothing but arrow function. Arrow function is nothing but a shortcut way of arrow function is a shortcut way of writing a function. Okay, okay, of writing a function. Okay, so instead of let the sum equal to a plus b and return sum, instead of these two lines, I can simply write like this as well. Return a plus b. This is also same, right? Return a plus b. Instead of storing a plus b into some variable and giving like this, you can write like this as well. Okay. See, slowly decreasing the function, decreasing the keywords. Slowly I am decreasing the like function. Okay, I am writing the function in a very shortcut way. Okay, so I have first deleted the function name, then I have deleted this function keyword. Now also see, the output will be working. Okay, will be working. Okay, this is nothing but arrow function. Okay, so you have skipped the function name also, and also you have skipped the function keyword also. Okay, so this is nothing but what? Arrow function. Okay, because we are giving arrow here. Okay, so in between that, and also it is a very shortcut way. If inside the function you don't have any statement, you have only a single return statement, you can write it in one line as well. See, like this you can write a plus b. This is also valid. See, okay, so 4 lines of function I have written inside only one line. Okay, I have written it inside only one line. Okay. Hmm. Okay, see, I have decreased. um, what is the use of this symbol? Okay, what is the use of this symbol means, it is just to write in a shortcut way, just to write the function in a shortcut way. With the, if you keep the arrow, then we are skipping the function keyword as well. Okay, we can skip the function keyword, we can skip the function name, those all no, not needed. Okay, so we are writing whole function in a single line. I am skipping the return keyword as well, as you can see. Okay, return keyword also not needed. Okay, if the function consists of only a single statement that is written, then okay, then you can write like this in one line. Okay, okay, S. Function name, no need of function name, no need of function name. Okay, so previously we wrote like this. See, I will again do this. See, return a plus b. Okay, this was our function. Here we had some function name. Okay, you can skip the function name. Okay, then also it will work. Okay, because we have this particular variable to access the function, right? So no need of function name now. Okay, then if you want to give the arrow, if you want to create the arrow function, then please remove this function keyword as well. Okay, you can skip this function keyword as well, but in between this you have to give the arrow. Okay, so between the parameters of the function and this curly like block, okay, block opening, you have to give the arrow. This is the arrow function, and inside the function, if you can see, we have only a single statement, that is the return statement. Okay, so inside the function, if you have only single statement, that too that is a return statement, then you can skip this return keyword as well. Okay, skip this return keyword, no need of brackets as well, because only a single statement. You can simply write like this. Okay, like this in one line you can write. Okay, if it is having only one statement, that one statement is also a return, then you can write like this in one line. Otherwise go like this. Okay, go with writing like this. Okay, okay, return. Okay, like this you can write. If you have more statements, not only return, if you have more statements, then go creating arrow functions like this. Okay, this is a arrow function. Okay, okay, so actually it work as a variable, because we are assigning the whole function inside a variable, so it will work same as a internally, it will treat it as a variable only. Okay, so the time execution time will be less. Okay, so this is the arrow function, the like new way of writing the function, or shortcut way of writing the function. Okay, now next, um, like we have discussed arrow function, now I will tell you callback functions. Okay, like arrow function. See, this is a arrow function. Okay, you can assign the whole function inside one variable. Okay, and you can write like this. Okay, in between you have to give the arrow. Okay, this is a arrow function. Okay, next let's discuss what is higher order function and callback function. Okay, these are the advanced concepts. Okay, um, higher order function. Okay, higher order function, and we have what, callback function. Okay, callback function. What is a higher order function means? Higher order function is a function, is a type of a function which will, okay, so higher order function is a type of a function which takes another function as an argument. Okay, which accepts or take another function. Okay, another function as an argument, as an argument is known as higher order function. Okay, what is callback function means? A function which is passed as a function which is passed as an argument, as an argument to another function. Okay, is known as what, callback function. Okay, so I will explain you these two lines, you will understand now. I will comment it them. Okay, so first of all, what is an argument? See, these are known as arguments, right? This. Okay, so these are known as arguments or parameters. Okay, so these are known as shortcut way of writing a function is a arrow function. Okay, see, okay, these are known as parameters. Okay, so here what we are passing as a parameters, these are normal variables, right? A and B are normal variables. For suppose I will create a function here. Okay, so function greet or any function. Okay, any function I am creating. So instead of giving normal variables as a parameters, what I will do means I will pass a function to another function. See, here a is a normal variable, and if you see this second parameter is what? Second parameter is a function. Okay, second parameter is a function, and greet is also a function. So we are passing a function as a parameter to another function. We are passing a function as an argument or parameter to another function, right? Okay, suppose this function can be anything. Okay, so here greet is known as what? Greet is known as higher order function. Here greet is known as what? Higher order function. Greet is a higher order function. Why? Because greet is a function which is accepting another function as a parameter. So greet is a function. Okay, here greet is a function name which is accepting another function. Here second parameter is another function, not a variable. previously we have given normal variables as a parameters. Now what I have given, I have given a whole function as a parameter to another function. Okay, so here greet is known as what? Higher order function, because it is a function which is accepting another function as an argument. Okay, greet is a function which is accepting another function as a parameter or argument. Okay, here greet is known as higher order function, and func is known as what? Callback function. Okay, because func is a function which is passing to another function. Okay, func is a function which is passed as an argument to another function. Okay, so okay, so I will give an example. Okay, what is the usage of this means, for suppose I will create a greet function. Okay, and what I will do means greet will greet you. Okay, for suppose greet will greet you like this, hello. Okay, okay, this is the work of greet function. Okay, document dot write hello. Okay, this is the work of greet function. Now I will create another function for greeting good morning. Okay, for greeting good morning I am creating another function like this. Okay, document dot write. Okay, good morning. Okay, good morning. Okay, it will greet good morning. Similarly I will create another function, copy, and I will paste. Okay, so here I will give as good afternoon. Okay, no need of space. Okay, this is another function which will greet what? It will greet good afternoon. Okay, next I will create another function which will greet good evening. Okay, good evening. Okay, good evening. Okay, so like this we have different functions. Okay, what I want means, suppose the time is morning timings, then I want to call greet and also good morning function. Suppose the time is afternoon timings, then I want to call greet and also good afternoon function. Suppose the timing is evening timing, then I want to call greet and also good evening function. So how can I do that? Simply what you can do means, here you can call the greet function first. Okay, because hello greeting is compulsory. After that, for suppose this is the evening time, so I will call what? Good evening. Okay, good evening function. Now let's see the output. Okay, what it will greet actually. Is it working? Okay, so hello good evening. Okay, so if I call instead of greet good evening, if I call good afternoon. Okay, if I call good afternoon, then it will greet hello good afternoon. Okay, so like this, depending on time, I am calling two functions here. Okay, if you see, these two are interrelated functions. Like every time after greet function you want to call this any of these three functions, right? So greet and these functions are interrelated to each other, dependable on each other. After greet you have to perform this, right? So continue manner. Okay, so after greet you have to perform this particular task, any of this task you have to perform. Okay, so whenever you are having such in such dependable functions, like after this task you have to do this. Okay, like that. If you have any dependable functions, like if I say any other example, suppose like if you want to take admission into some college, what you will do, you will first listen the demo. Okay, after the demo, the next step will be paying. Okay, paying the fees. The next step is to join. Okay, to actually start the classes. Okay, so this was step by step. After completion of the demo, you want to call the payment function, then after that you want to call the classes. Okay, so like this you have dependable functions. After this must be happen. Similarly here, greet must be happen first, then you want to call any of these functions. Okay, so instead of calling two functions by yourself, okay, if you call these two functions by yourself, instead of this, what you can do means, you can call only greet function. The greet function will only call the other functions. Okay, how means, see, inside greet I will take one function as a parameter. Okay, and here after hello I will call that function. Okay, so here what I will do means, inside greet you have to pass one parameter, that is the function name. Here I will pass the good evening function. So here overall how many functions I am calling? I am calling single function greet. Okay, so I am calling a single function greet. That greet will only call the good evening function. Okay, so here greet is a function which is taking another function as a parameter. Instead of taking normal variables, what it is doing, it is taking another function as a parameter. So greet is known as what? Higher order function. Okay, because a function which is accepting another function as a parameter is known as higher order function. Here this good evening is known as what? Good evening function is known as callback function. Okay, good evening function is a callback function. Now see the output, we will get hello good evening, but overall you are calling only a single function, so number of function calls are decreasing, so overall performance will be increased. Okay, so like this, if you are having like dependable functions, after this should be happen like this. If you have any dependable functions, then better to go for this callback functions. Okay, so you can directly pass a function to another function as a parameter. It is up to greet function will only call this function. So here what is happening means good evening will go here. Okay, so here what will be called? Good evening will be called. If I pass here good morning function, then what will be happen? In place of func, what will be passed? Good morning will be passed. After printing the hello, greet function will automatically call the good morning function. So you are calling only a single function, that function only calling the another function. This particular concept is known as what? Callback function. Okay, okay, so next. Okay, so understood what is a callback function? Is understood what is a callback function? Based on this only. So here one drawback is there inside the callback functions, that's why we are not using callback functions. Okay, so in some cases you might see, but instead of callback functions we are using promises or async await concepts. Okay, okay, so what is that particular drawback means? Here as you can see, the total control is inside which, okay, so the total control is into the hands of greet function only. Okay, it is up to the greet function, like whether it will call good morning or not, it is up to the greet function. For suppose inside the greet, here only there is some error. Okay, so inside the greet there will be some statements, right? Okay, okay, it is clear, right? So inside greet there are some statements. Okay, so in that statements if there is some error, then it doesn't call good morning function, right? So here only the execution will be stopped. Okay, so whole control is not in your hands. Okay, calling this good morning function is not in your hands, it is up to the greet hands. Whole control you have given to other function. Okay, so it is control is not in your hands. Okay, okay, so simple, the function which is taking as a parameter is known as higher order function. So greet is a higher order function here, which we are passing, which is passing as a parameter is known as good morning. Okay, which is taking is known as higher order function, which is passing is known as callback function. Okay, so here one drawback is what means the control is not in your hands, it is up to the greet function. You are giving total control to the greet function. Okay, so total control is on the greet function, whether it will call the other function or not, it is up to that. Okay, so here if it is having any error, or if any something is some another code is there, then it is up to greet whether it will call good morning or not. Okay, control is not in your hands. Suppose instead of good morning, here it is a payment function, or any important function is there, then you will lose the control, right? It is up to the greet function, in the hands of greet function, whether it will call or not. Okay, so here the control is not in your hands, so this is one drawback of your callback function. So callback function has two drawbacks. Okay, callback function drawback is like inversion of control. One thing is inversion of control. What is inversion of control? This thing only, the control is not in your hands, you are giving control to any other function. Okay, you are blindly you are blindly believing greet function, okay, that it will definitely call the good morning function, but we don't know what will happen inside this, right? Okay, okay, so that this problem is known as what? Inversion of control. Another problem we have, that is callback hell. What is callback hell means? Suppose like first we have a demo. Okay, after the demo you want to execute payment, after the payment you want to execute like classes. Okay, so like this we have multiple things for suppose. Okay, so demo. Okay, inside the demo function you will pass what? Sorry, what happening? Okay, inside the demo function you will pass the payment function. Inside the payment function you want to pass another function, like after the payment you want to call the suppose there is some orientation meeting. Okay, after the payment, after the orientation you want to call the class 1 function. After class 1 function, suppose there is some ptm meeting or anything, so like this we have interrelated functions. Okay, so not only two, here we have seen only two functions, but instead of this, if you have multiple functions which are dependable on each other, after demo automatically payment will be called, after that orientation will be called, after that class one will be called, next ptm function will be called. Okay, no, not essential, you can take any parameter here. Okay, you can take f for anything. Okay, so whatever you are giving here, like good morning or whatever you are giving here, it will be come to this variable and it will be called. Okay, so you can take anything there. Okay, so like this, if you have multiple interrelated functions, then this here if you can see, the code is increasing like this. Okay, so it is increasing from left to right. Okay, so the code is increasing horizontally. Okay, so if you can see, the code will be much okay, like this it will be increasing horizontally. If you take more, okay, inside this if you take more, then the code will be like increasing horizontally. Okay, so you will get a scroll bar also. Okay, below you will get this scroll bar. So instead of if this is the vertical code. Okay, so this is the vertical code, from top to bottom the code is increasing. Okay, but here if you have this many dependable functions, okay, then what will happen means the code will be increasing like this. Okay, from left to right horizontally it will be increasing, which will be like not understandable way. If you will see afterwards, then you won't understand the code, it will be much confusing manner, like the curly braces will be more. Okay, inside this also there will be curly braces. Okay, so the code will be go on like this, from left to right the code will be increasing. Okay, this particular problem is known as what? Callback hell. Okay, so inside callback you have another function, another callback function. Inside that callback function again you have another callback function. Inside that you have another callback function. Inside that you have another callback function. Like that, if you have more number of dependable functions, then the code will be confusing in manner, it will be increasing like this, from left to right horizontally it will be increased, which will be very confusing manner. And if any errors also, if you want to debug, there will be many brackets and all. Then debugging will also be tedious thing. Okay, so this particular problem is known as what? Callback hell. Okay, so inversion of control means the control is not in our hands, we are blindly trusting the other function. And what is callback hell means? So if we have more number of dependable functions, then the code will be increasing horizontally. Okay, so which will be like error solving, or it will be very confusing to see the code. Okay, to maintain the code, to remove the errors. Okay, that particular problem is known as callback hell. Okay, so that's why we have something known as promises. Okay, so promises and async await. Okay, we have promises. Okay, what is promises means? Okay, so here if you can see, you are blindly trusting greet. Okay, greet function, we don't know whether greet will call this function or not. If any error in between, it will stop there and there, there only, and it doesn't call this function. Okay, so whole control is up to the greet. But in promises, it will return one promise. Okay, promises, as the name indicates, the function will return a promise. Okay, it will promise us that I will successfully do this. Okay, if it doesn't do also, it will display some message to us. Okay, for example, we have a fetch function which will actually which is an example of a promise. Okay, so fetch, inside this you can give any url. Okay, like any api or any thing you can give. Okay, okay, you can give any url here, it will fetch the data from that particular url. Actually in promises we have two blocks. Okay, so dot then, okay, dot then is one block, and next is dot catch. Okay, what is the promises means? Promises, in promises the inversion of control will be overcome. Okay, so in promises overcome which problem? Inversion of control problem. Okay, now here the control will be in our hands. Okay, so what is happening means, here is some function, let's say. Okay, if that particular function is successfully executed, then block will be block will be run. Okay, whatever statement you will write inside then block will be executed. Okay, okay, success. Okay, whenever the promise is successfully finished, then block will be executed. Whenever there is an error, then the statements which are inside the catch block will be displayed. Means here you are having some clue whether that particular statements are executed or not, executed successfully or not, whether that function is executed successfully or not. If it is getting any errors, it will display from this catch block. Okay, so overall promises is nothing but I will promise you that uh, I will do this particular task. Okay, it will promise. So if that particular task is success, it will execute this the statements inside the then block. If the promise is not success, then it will execute what, this block, catch block. Okay. Okay, so in simple manner, it is looking like a try and catch block, but we won't use try, we will use then. Okay, so you can take any promise function, any function. So if that, you can take any function, if that function is successful, then the statements inside the then block will be executed, otherwise the statements inside the catch block will be executed. Okay, so here the inversion of control problem will be not there. Okay, so here you are having the control, you can see what is happening, whether that function is called or not, what is happening, all the things you can track here. Okay, whether it is successful or whether it is in the pending state, successful or failed state, it will return everything. Okay, so this is the promises. Okay, but still in promises also we have a problem known as, okay, promises has one problem. Okay, so what is that means, like here, here also, suppose inside then you can again have it then. Okay, see. Okay, so inside then, okay, so if this, like if fetch is successful, then I will print some statement one. Okay, so if this is successful, then I want to print something else. Okay, then you can attach it then here. Okay, if this is also successful, then I want to call then. Okay, like this, if you have to write like this. Okay, so here also the code will be increasing horizontally. Okay, so from left to right, in like if this is successful, then I will call this then. If this is successful, then I will execute this then. Okay, like this, you have to write inside the, no, it is not if else, like we are not giving any condition, it is just checking whether the function is successfully executing or not. If it is executing, then it will give the then block statement, it will execute the then block statement, otherwise it will go to catch. Okay. Okay, so here also, if there are interdependent functions, like more interdependent functions, okay, then blocks will be attaching increasingly. Okay, so dot then dot then dot then dot then, like that, like this the statements will be increasing left side. Okay, so if you properly write the sentence, then it will be also a confusion manner. Okay, the code will be in a confusion manner. Okay, so it will, debugging will be tedious. Okay, so here in promises we still having this particular problem. Okay. Okay, so the code will be increasing from left to right. Okay, so that's why the new thing is async await functions. Here there won't be any issues. Okay, in async await functions there are no drawbacks. Okay, so mostly you might see async await functions or promises. Okay, somewhere you might find promises, but the latest thing is async await. Okay, so what is async await means, so how we will define async await means, so for suppose we have one function here. Okay, fetch or anything. Okay, I have creating this function. Okay, so here I want to, like whenever, like mostly callback functions, promises function, async await functions are used for time taking processes. Okay, suppose here I want to, um, I will write something like I want to read a file. Okay, so I want to read a particular file. Actually reading a file will take some time, right? So here I want to read a file name as text1.txt for suppose. Okay, I want to read this particular file. Okay, so reading a file will take much time. It has to first check whether text1.txt file is there or not. It has to check. Okay, so I'm giving overview of all the things. Okay. Okay, so it has to check whether this file is there or not. After checking, it has to find it out, and then it has to execute. Okay, so then it has to read, and after reading, you can store it into one variable. Okay, so file reading will take either 10 minutes, 5 minutes, okay, 7 minutes. Okay, like this it will take. Okay, depending on the file content, depending on the file size, it will take the time. Okay, so for such a time taking process, so what you can use means, So whatever line is time taking, like file reading, database accessing, whatever is time taking, there you can keep a keyword known as await, and here you can write as async. Okay, if this is successful, okay, if file reading is successful, then you want to give some payment function, then write like this simply. Okay, payment function. Okay, payment function, you can store it into some variable. Here the, if you can see here, it is the code is not increasing horizontally, vertically it is having. Okay, so I want to read the file first. This is my first task. If it is successful, then I want to go to payment. If it is successful, then I want to go to admission orientation. Okay, orientation. Okay, so here see, okay, in promises also the code increased left to right horizontally, but here in async await the code will be organized. If you see the code, it will be in understandable format. You can for removing the errors, also for debugging also, it will be very understandable. After orientation, if you want to do something, okay, class 1 equal to await, I want to call the class 1 function. Okay, see. Okay, but so you have to keep the await keyword, because this will be taking some time, right? After file read, you have to do this payment. Okay, and before the function, you have to give the async keyword. Okay, okay. Prom Promises also we will use for time taking process, like file read or fetch function to fetch some data from somewhere. It will take some time, right? So there we will use promises, and for time taking process, instead of promises, you can go for async await functions as well. Okay, so this is a basic like I have given a basic overview. Okay, so this is the basic overview of what are promises and async await. Okay, so async await has no drawbacks. Okay, now next I will explain DOM methods. Okay, this array we have already seen. See, DOM methods. Okay, what is DOM actually? Okay, so I will give an overview of DOM, then we will create a game. Okay, so what is DOM means? Document object model. What is document object model means? Suppose here I have created one HTML file. Okay, so I will create one HTML file, home.html. Okay, I have created a HTML file, hello home. Okay, like this I have given something. Okay, so I will go live and I will check the output. Okay, we got the output like this. Okay, so inside this, if like I will take a div. Inside this I will add this heading. Okay, inside this I will take one paragraph. Okay, lorem 10. Okay, so like this I have taken, so it will execute like this. Okay, so we got a heading and one paragraph. Okay, set timeout and set interval. Okay, okay. Just a minute. So set timeout is to print something after 1 minute or something. We can use set timeout. Okay, okay, sure, sure. I have given somewhere here. So it comes under callback functions only. I will show you the example. Hmm, multiple elements box. This all about DOM. Nothing but see. I will come here. See what is set timeout means. Okay, okay, this is the syntax of set timeout. So set timeout is already a function. Inside set timeout function I have passed another function. Means set timeout is what? Set timeout is an example of higher order function, because it is taking another function as a parameter. Okay, so set timeout is taking two parameters. Okay, set timeout is taking what? Two parameters. Okay, first is the function, and next is what? Next is some time. Okay, this is the syntax of set timeout. So inside this particular function you can write anything. So document dot write what you want. I want to wish happy birthday. Okay, and this thing I want to print this particular, like actually in JavaScript it doesn't wait. Okay, JavaScript doesn't wait, it will execute line by line. Okay, it doesn't wait. For suppose I want to print this after one minute. Okay, after 1 second I want to print happy birthday. After 1 second I want to print this. Okay, so if below I will write some statements. Okay, so that you will understand. Okay, this is one statement. Okay, one statement. Now if I run this, what will be the output means, first it will print this, okay, because this will be executed directly, it doesn't wait for anything. But this set timeout will wait for 1000 milliseconds. What do you mean by 1000 milliseconds? 1000, ma'am, can you please give, if 2 then function is having error, then 3 then function is execute, or it will go to catch block. It will go to catch block, it doesn't execute, it will go to catch block and it will display the message error message which is inside the catch block. Okay. Okay, so it will wait. So first, in the output, see the output, see, this is the output. I will refresh once. Okay, so this is one statement. We got what? Wait, just a second. See, I am refreshing. See, okay, see what we got. This is one. I will give more seconds because it is see, I'm giving 3 seconds. Okay, so 3000 means 3000 milliseconds. So what it will give means, see, okay, so it is getting, this is one statement is executed first, after 3 seconds we are getting happy birthday. Okay, after 3 seconds we are getting what? Happy birthday. Okay, so whatever statements you will write inside the set timeout will execute after some time. If you give here 3000, it will execute. Okay, it will execute. Okay, so if you give 3000, this particular statement will execute after 3 seconds. If you give 4000, it will execute after 4 seconds. Okay, only one time it has executed. Okay, only one time. Okay, so this is executed. After that, after 3 seconds we got this. Even this statement is down, I have written this down, then also it has executed. After that only it is printing happy birthday, because this here we have set some time. You have to execute after 3 seconds, that's why in that time it has printed this. After printing this, after 3 seconds it is going to this. Okay, but happy birthday, it is printed only one time, it is not repeatedly printing. Okay, so what is set interval means? Set interval means it will repeatedly, for every 3 seconds it will go on execute. Okay, whatever you write inside this particular function in set interval, inside this first function, first parameter, whatever statements you will write, those statements will be executed for every 3 seconds. Okay, for every 3 seconds it will go on continuously executed. Okay. Okay, see here, this is one statement. Okay, 1 2 3, we got happy birthday. Then again 1 2 3, we got a happy birthday again. Then 1 2 3, we got happy birthday again. Then 1 2 3, we got happy birthday again. This is set interval. Okay, so it will go on execute for every 3 seconds. Okay, so it will continuously for every 3 seconds. No, set timeout will execute only one time of, like if you have given 3000, then after 3 seconds it will execute only one. But set interval, it will repeat the interval. Okay, after every 3 seconds. Okay, after every 3 seconds it will go on repeating. How to stop this means, you can stop this with the help of clear interval. Okay, so you can store it into one variable and you can use clear interval and you can give that name. Okay, so like this you can stop this particular. So for every 3 seconds it is go on repeating, right? So you can use this. Okay, now see, it is not working. 1 2 3, do we getting 1 2 3, do we getting? No, right? So it has stopped. So to stop this particular set interval function, you can use clear interval. You can store it into one variable and you can give that variable here. Okay, so this is set interval and set timeout. Okay, set timeout execute only once, set interval will continuously executed after that particular interval, like 3 seconds, 4 seconds, like that. Okay. So where we are, okay, so here it is. Okay, so how we got this particular output in the browser means, browser will understand everything in terms of DOM. Okay, what is DOM? Document object model. Okay, so what is document object model means? Okay, so what is DOM, what is document object model means? So DOM is a tree like structure representation of, tree like structure representation of output. Okay, of output. Okay, so for suppose inside P I will write something, so I will write something else here. Okay, if I use span hello. Okay, so inside P I have given span element. Okay, okay, it will print like this. Okay, so it has accumulated it here. Okay, so how browser understood that I have given span inside p, inside div I have given h1, inside it has given this thing. So how browser understand this, and how browser is giving us the output means it will understand in terms of a DOM. Okay, so it will represent whole this into a like tree structure. Okay, so if you see here, we have a outer tag known as html. Inside html we have head. Okay, html has two children, head and also body. Okay, body is another children. Okay, so and inside head we have three children, meta and title, or the children of head tag. Inside body you have a div tag as a children. Okay, for suppose here if I write another. Okay, then now see, body has two children, div and paragraph. Okay, so what, how it will understand means, how browser will understand this whole thing means, see like this. Okay, so outside we have html, so inside html we have two tags, that is head is the children of head html, and we have body, and inside head we have three tags. Okay, inside head we have three tags, meta and title. Okay, so head has three children, meta and title. Okay, I want after I want to stop future. How can I do that? Okay, so inside body, okay, I will come to that. Inside body we have div and we have paragraph. Okay, so like this it will understand inside which tag we have what, this whole it will understand like this. So inside p we have span element, so this p has. Okay, so sorry, inside div we have paragraph and heading. Okay, inside div we have paragraph and heading. Inside paragraph again we have span. Okay, so in this structure is known as what, this structure is known as DOM structure. Okay, document object model. So browser understand the html document in terms of this particular structure, and it will give us the output. Okay, so let's see some DOM methods. Okay, let's see some DOM methods. So you can use if statement. So if you want to stop this particular set in interval after some seconds, then you can use some if statements. Let's see. Okay. So now let's see some DOM methods. Okay, then we will go to then I will we will create the game. Okay, so simple DOM methods. So DOM methods, we have some DOM methods. Okay, what are those means? Get element by id. Okay, get element by id is one function. So DOM basically used to change the change the document. Okay, so actually with the help of, we will create, with the help of javascript we will create what, interactive web pages, right? With the help of javascript we will create interactive web pages. How we can create them means with the help of DOM methods. Okay, we have these methods which will change the interface, which will change the look of the website. Okay, get elements by class name we have. Okay, and also we have query selector, and we have query selector all. Okay, and we have what, we have more things. Get element by id, sorry, get element by tag name. Okay, tag name, these all the things. Okay, these are the some DOM methods. Okay, so for what we can use means, we can change the content. Okay, we can change the content of the website with the help of this DOM methods. For suppose hello world is there. Okay, hello world is there, I want to change this particular hello world on clicking on this button. Okay, so click. Okay, so on clicking on this button I will call one function. Okay, so on click I will call one function. Okay, and I will call function func1. Okay, I will call this function, and here what I will do means, okay, so what I will do means, I want to change this particular content. So whenever you want to target one element, you can give one id to it. Okay, so heading one or any id. Okay, any id name you can give. Now what I will do means, document dot get element by id heading1. Okay, so to change the content you can use what, inner html equal to changed heading. Okay, now what will happen means, initially the output will be hello world, and there will be one button click. On clicking on this button, what will happen means, it is taking this particular heading one. Okay, with the help of get element by id. Okay, it is taking this heading one, and it is changing this inner content. If you want to change the content, you have to use inner html or equal to change heading. Now see, you can change. mm, Cancel. Oh, no, just a second. mm, Pages you might have prevent this page. Okay, so this is the output. We got hello world. On clicking on this, the heading got changed. Okay, so to change the content of the document, you can use what dom methods. Okay, so here you can give one whichever you want to change. For that you can give an id. Okay, give an id. Then after giving the id, you can target this with the help of document.getElement by id. Inside that, give the id name dot inner html to change the content. For suppose instead of inner html, I want to change the what instead of this I want to change some styling property. Then dot style dot color equal to you can give as which color I want color red. Okay, so I want to change this hello world to color red. On clicking of the button, see, the color is black. I'm clicking this button, the color has changed to red. Okay, so just give an id and target it with the help of get element by id. Inside that, give the id name, then dot inner html to change the content. If there is hello world, on clicking on the button you want to change the content, go for inner html. If you want to change the color, then you can go for this thing. Okay, and also instead of id you can give the class as well. Okay, you can give the class, or if you are not having any here. Okay, so if you are not having anything here, then you can take this query selector as well. Okay, so it is not having id, it is not having a class. Okay, then what you can use, you can use query selector. Okay, sorry. Okay, so for suppose here we have heading. Okay, then inside the query selector you have to give hash heading 1. If it is a id, you have to give hash heading 1 dot inner html. I will change the inner html. Okay, so instead of get element by id, you can use query selector as well. But if it is id, go use hash. Okay, inner html equal to changed content. Okay, now see, on clicking this, it is changing. Okay, content is getting changing. Suppose here instead of id it is a class, then what you have to use, inside the query selector give dot. So always id will be represented with hash and class will be represented with what, dot. Okay, so dot class name. Now see. Okay, like this it will work. Okay, so this is query selector. Okay, so understand what is get element by id and and query selector. Okay, so inside the query selector you can give either class name or id name. Id means give hash. If it is a class, you can give what, class name. Okay, but for get element by id you can give only the id name. Okay, so document dot get element by id, here you can give what, only id name you can give. Okay, if it is id you can give. If it is a class, you can't use get element by id. Okay, so instead what you can use means, you can go for if it is a class, then you cannot use get element by id. Okay, if it is a class, then what you can use, you can use you can use query selector. Yeah, both are both in both you can use. Okay, inner html or inner text. What inner text will do means, it will change only the content, only the content. Okay, so both will work. Okay, just the text will be changed for both. Okay, both will work the same. So if you have class, then what you can use, document dot get elements by class name. Actually class class name, get elements by class name will give multiple elements. Heading 1. Okay, it will return an array actually. Okay, see, I will print this. See what it is printing. See, doc console.log a. Okay, so mostly class element, get elements by class name will give multiple elements. For suppose here we have another element, class equal to heading 2. Okay, so now see the output. I will open the console. Get elements by class name. Yeah, I'm explaining that only. See, actually get elements by class name means it will return multiple elements. See, I'm clicking this button, it is returning a collection, an array. Okay, so in the 0th index we have h1 heading 1. Okay, so like this. Okay, so if I give heading 1 to this as well, see, just a second. Okay, so I'm clicking this, we have two elements with the heading 1 class name. So class can be given to same class, you can give to multiple elements. So get elements by class name will give multiple elements. Okay, what if I want to change this heading 1? Okay, then you can target it with the help of indexing. Okay, so take 0th index. Okay, then a dot style dot color equal to red. Okay, so what it will do, it will target only the 0th element. Okay, see, I'm clicking, it is targeting only the 0th element. If I give 1 here, then it will go for first like second like first index. Okay, this thing. Okay, see, now it is changing the heading to like this. Okay, so get elements by class name will return multiple elements. Okay, with the help of indexing you can target any elements. Okay, this is 0th index, this is 1 index. If you have any other thing, it will be, okay, heading 3 if we have. Okay, then it will be what, class heading 1, it will be what, it will be index 3. Okay, so I want to change the color of heading 3, then you can give 2 index. Okay, so 0th index, 1 index, 2 index. So same like array, it will give multiple elements. Get elements by class name will give multiple elements. Okay, where, okay, so multiple elements. So simple, I will write here. See, get elements by id will give only a single element. Okay, but get elements by class name will give multiple elements like an array. You have to use the indexing. Query selector will give the only the single element. Okay, first element. Okay, query selector all will give the multiple elements. So here also you have to use indexing. Okay, and tag name will also give multiple elements. Okay, so like this you can use. Okay, like this you can use multiple things. Okay, so here what I will do means, let's see, inside this I have given some code. Okay, so let's create a game known as rock paper scissor with the help of this dom methods. Okay, so just to brush up this all the things, we will create this. Okay, so first of all, I'm taking the HTML part. Inside HTML part, there is a simple content. See, I will tell you. I will explain you the JavaScript part, and I will take this HTML part, and I will tell you. Okay, so I will take one rock.html. Okay, so inside this, I'm writing this all. Okay, see here what I have done means. Wait, just a second. Here I have taken a paragraph. Okay, so inside the paragraph it is display. Okay, then I have taken 3 images. Okay, so rock.jpg, paper.jpg, scissor.jpg. I will take these 3 images. I will download from here. Okay, so rock image. Hmm, save image as. Okay, where am, okay, rock. Okay, next I will take I will take another image, scissor. Okay, so you might have played rock paper scissor game. Okay, so who will be winner, rock and scissor, who will be the winner? So rock will be the winner. Okay, so I will take scissor. You can take nice images, so whatever I am getting, I am taking them. Save image as, and I will scissor. Okay, next I will take so rock paper. Okay, paper image. I will take these papers. Save image as paper. Okay, paper.jpg. Okay, so now let's see. So rock.jpg, actually scissor is png, so I will take png. Okay, so I have taken a paragraph. Next I have taken 3 images. Okay, so 3 images. Next I have taken what, I have taken a Okay, I have taken two things here. So user, I want to display user score. So to display user score, I have taken heading and paragraph to display the user score, and to display the computer score, I have taken another heading and paragraph. Okay, so okay, to display the scores. Next, I have taken a simple button. Okay, so this is a HTML code. Okay, so now let's see. And I will take script1.js for adding this script. Okay, script1.js. Inside this, we will write whole JavaScript part, and here I have taken a style. So I have attached a style.css. Okay, so I will take style.css. For now, I have not added any styling or JavaScript. I have created just some HTML headings and paragraph. I will show you the output here. There is some button and all. See. Okay, so we have paper and scissor. We are not getting any mistake. Wait, paper.jpg, right? Paper.jpg. Okay, paper.jpg and rock.jpg and scissor.png. Scissor. Okay, I have given double s. Scissor, triple s. Okay. Okay, so now see, we got a rock, paper and scissor, and we have user scoring and also computer scoring, and we have a simple button result. Okay, so this, or so content we have created with the help of HTML. To give the styling, to give the proper alignment, you can use style.css. Okay, you can use center alignment and all the things. Okay, so for the styling, see, okay, so you can give some color and text align center and all, and you can give some width and height to the images. Okay, some width and height you can give, and also okay, you can arrange whatever styles you want. You can give width, height and some spacing. Okay, this all you can give. Okay, so styling has been added. Okay, some background color, some width. Okay, so everything is added. Okay, now it has properly aligned. This white one we can exchange, extend something to down. Okay. Okay, so white, this white box, what is this white box? This white box will be this thing, this display blocks. Okay, so this display blocks, see, this whole is a display blocks. Okay, okay, you can increase the height of this display blocks. So here we have display flex margin top, so I will decrease this margin top. Okay, see, it got somewhat up. Okay, so I will decrease. Margin is nothing but giving some space from the top. Okay, so now it got arranged inside the box. Okay, I have a button as well. Okay, so now see, I'm clicking rock. Is it working? No. Okay, so actually what I am doing means I will play with the computer now. Okay, so on I'm selecting rock. Computer might select any other thing. So depending on computer selection and this selection, who is the winner? Let's see. Okay, for this whole like to make that game running. Okay, to make the game alive, you have to use the scripting. Okay, so first what is the step? I'm clicking this image, then my like what I am selected, I have selected rock. Okay, so if I click this paper, then it has to select user choice as paper. If I select the scissor, it has to select what? User choice as scissor. Okay, so that thing we will code here. Okay, so first what I will do means I will take one variable, and inside this I will use document dot query selector all. Okay, it will select all. I want to select this images. Okay, this images. Okay, so image container image. Okay, this images I want to store. Image image container inside image. Okay, so all the images, okay, all these three images will be get stored into what? This thing, all image. Okay, zeroth index means first image. Okay, if you take zeroth index, it will be first image. If you take the one index, then it will be this thing. If you take the second index, it will be scissor image. Okay, so next I will take two variables to store the user choice and also computer choice. Okay, so user choice, okay, is one variable, and I will take computer. Okay, computer choice. Okay, so after this what I will do means I will take a user score. Okay, so I will initialize it with 0, and also I will use computer score. Okay, computer score equal to 0. Okay, then what is the step means? I will create a function to take the computer choice. Okay, um, okay, see, I will explain you. Okay, then I have created a function to know the computer choice. Here I have taken an array. Okay, so inside the array we have three values: rock, paper, scissor. Okay, so inside math we have random function. I have explained you yesterday. Okay, so what this will do means, random function will randomly select any value from this three. Okay, so I have given into 3, so it will generate, it will take any value, either it will give 0 or 1 or 2 or, okay, 0 1 2, any value it will randomly select. Okay, so if it is 0, then it means computer has selected rock. If it generates 1 means computer has selected paper. If it generates 2 means computer has selected scissor. Okay, so next, so we will store that particular into this computer choice variable. Okay, so computer choice will we are generating as a, with the help of math.random. Okay, next we have to generate the user choice. How you can generate the user choice means, if you click on the rock rock, okay, if you click on rock image, then what will be happen, rock should be the user choice. If you click on the paper, then user choice should be paper. Okay, so computer choice you are randomly generating with the help of random. It will generate either 0 1 2. 0 means rock is the your computer choice. Okay, 1 means paper. Okay, then scissor. Okay, next what we will do means, so we have to select the user choice. Okay, so to get the user choice, what you can do means, I will first I will create this particular function implementation. Okay, so here what is happening means, you are getting the you can call this particular function computer choice function first. Okay, see, one thing, I will explain these two lines. Okay, so here I have created another function known as game implementation. Here what I have done means, okay, so here I am passing the user choice as a variable. Okay, so next I am calling the computer choice function. Here this will return the either rock or paper or scissor, that I am storing it into a variable known as computer choice. Okay, we got the computer choice. Next we have to compare, if computer choice is rock and user choice is paper, then who will be the winner? Tell me, rock and paper, who will be the winner? So paper will be the winner. Rock scissor, who will be the winner? So okay, rock and scissor, who will be the winner? Rock will be the winner. Okay, paper and scissor, so scissor will cut the paper, so scissor is the winner. Okay, so this all condition I have given here, see. Okay, and the thing we can display here in what is this means, get element by id, display para. What is this display para? Here we have display para. Okay, in this paragraph we will display the result. Okay, okay, get element by id, and we are displaying this result. After that, so I will write all the comparison statements here. See, if both chooses same, okay, if both computer choice is rock and user choice is also rock, then we are displaying game draw. Okay, else if computer choice is rock and user choice is scissor, then who will be the winner? Rock will be the winner, means computer will be the winner. Okay, so like this you can take all the conditions, all the possible conditions, paper, rock, paper. Okay, you can take all these conditions. Okay, so if all the possible cases you can take. Okay, so user choice is rock, then all. Okay, so if anything, then you can give as invalid. Okay, okay, normal if else statements, see. Okay, so normal if else statements we are using. Okay, so all the conditions we have written here. So paper scissor, who will won? Okay, user one. Okay, so like this. Okay, so now next, to generate the user choice, we have generated the computer choice and we have compared all the things. So now how to get this user choice? So on clicking on the image we will get that. Okay, so how to get this user choice? So if I click rock image, then then user choice equal to rock. If I click what, if I click paper in paper, then user choice will be paper. Okay, so for that I have used this click function. Okay, click event. Okay, we can use this click event. Wait, so if I write everything, it will take much time. Okay, so this is the thing. What it will do means, all image, what do you mean by all image? All image is nothing but, okay, all image means all the images are got stored into the all image. Okay, so all image of 0 means rock. Okay, so okay, so 0 index means rock. Okay, so because first image is rock, next we have like paper image, next we have scissor image. Okay, so whenever you click on the rock image, then user choice will be rock. Okay, so I have given IDs to these images. Okay, so give ID to the images. Okay, so if I click rock, then user choice equal to rock.id. Okay, if you click on scissor, then user choice equal to scissor. Okay, so like this particular here we are calling this game implementation function, which will do all the things. Okay, now let's see the output. Okay, so script1.js, right? Mm, minus minus, right? Okay, see, computer select user selected rock and computer selected paper. Okay, here user won. Okay, if I click this, computer has won, so computer score got incremented. Okay, if I select paper, then game draw. If I select rock, then see, both score are 1 and 1. Okay, so game draw, mostly game is draw. Now computer won, so computer will be computer score will be incremented. User won, user score got incremented. Okay, so computer won. Okay, okay, so like this. Okay, so actually computer score is there might be error in computer score. Okay, like this. Okay, see, okay, whenever user is won, the score is getting incremented. Okay, okay, so like this you can create a game. Okay, is this clear? Hello, hello all. mm, is this clear? So everything, okay. Everything writing means it won't be possible, that's why. Okay, so I have so mostly we are using what DOM methods. Okay, so I have taken computer choice randomly. Okay, so okay, okay, then we can wind up. Okay. Thank you.
AI isn't coming. It's here. And if you're not building with it, you're already behind. Whether you're just starting out or job hunting, the reality is clear. Companies are hiring Gen AI engineers right now, and they're paying 20 to 30% more. Gen AI is booming from $44 billion in 2023 to a projected $667 billion by 2030. Job listings asking for Gen AI skills tripled in the past year alone. This isn't just a trend, it's a transformation. That's where the Applied AI Engineering program by ITM Skills University and LetsUpgrade comes in. You get a guaranteed 6-month paid internship with a minimum stipend of 10,000 rupees per month. With our partnership with over 700 top companies, access to 200 plus premium AI models worth $300 across text, image, speech, video, and more. You'll build a job-ready Gen AI portfolio with 5 real-world projects. Train hands-on with the tools used at OpenAI, Meta, and Google. In just months, you go from learner to Gen AI engineer. Not just earning, but leading. AI is transforming every industry. Don't just watch it happen. Be the part of it. Apply now